Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let me know where you're joining from and how is your day going or your week. Hi, Anne from London. Lovely. Hi, Rita from South Dakota. Lovely. Anyone for first time here with me or have you been before? I'll get started in a minute. First time. Thank you for joining. So the first 15, 20 minutes, I'll be sharing the Akashic transmissions for this new moon. Take what resonates with you. Something doesn't resonate, leave it. And the second part will be about receiving Reiki remotely. And at the very end, I'm being drawn to pick a card in the collective. This is the secret language of manifestation. And let's see what comes up. Hi, Catherine from Detroit, first time. From France, hi, Carmen. So my name is Srimanju Katragadda. I'm based here in Seattle, and I've been Akashic channeler for past 15 years and a Reiki master teacher and author to Connect Your Inner Guide. And I do have some podcast up on 53 episodes up on Insight Timer. It's called Life is Magical, and do come here often with full moon, new moon transmissions and Reiki healing. So do check out the events and the meditations up there. So for this new moon, let me know how you guys are feeling into it. Yeah, it did happen yesterday and I was away, so I'm just doing in a day delay. How are you guys feeling into this week's energy? I felt before I go into the transmission, just want to share like there is a quite intense energy still happening, still bubbling up in our field, in our matrix. Some of these intensities are like a moment you will feel like, something emotional, and the next moment you will feel like, oh, I can take in charge of it or play in this field with my strengths. So it's a bit of a emotional roller coaster is what's been happening. If you're feeling into it, like, the best, what the guides were talking about is going inwards, introspective or self-awareness or reflection is so important at this moment of time. Yeah. The title they gave is Nature, and I'll also be sending this in a newsletter shortly. So, do if you haven't been on my newsletters, it's free, srimanju.com, and you can receive these newsletters too. So, nature is actively inviting us to reconnect to our womb space. So, if you are already in connection with the nature, going for walks or sitting meditating in the nature, it could be either in your backyard or in your home, just in front of a plant, or wanting to get more plants as well. For sure, this energy is all about building it up that we are connecting. And you might be feeling into the senses of like, hey, I'm actually speaking to the plants. I can hear them or the animals as well. So, past 5 days, I have been completely off grid in the nature, and I can see the intensity of this energy that the plants are waking up us to be around them, surrounded to them. And it was so beautiful. And yesterday, driving back into Seattle, I could feel like, oh, this is back into the civilization, back into the matrix. The energies are so weird, so different, but also getting back that juices with us is so important. And going recharging, and definitely, like, if you're going for walks, try to stay connected to the trees, to the plants around, rather than on your gadget. So that also helps in, like, you don't need to take time off and go in if you can't, but also they're everywhere in our neighborhoods. Or you just get some flowers, treat yourself and sit with them and see, or energetically connect into that. It's not weird that we can hear them because they are such a living beings, and of course we can talk to them, but like it's weird that we have been taken that gift away from us. Talking to trees, plants and animals is weird now, isn't it? Which is very natural part of our lives, our existence. Just like the kids can talk and we don't find it weird, but when adult does it, it's weird, right? So definitely, like, go back into your heart center. What is true for you is so important. The space that is divine portal and rich in love and wisdom to remind us who we truly are. So the nature is giving us back the remembrance of who we truly are and why we made this contract to be here on earth at this moment of time with all the challenges. Like, if you think about it, oh yeah, it's a tough time to be in. But also, isn't it great that we are existing and we are here with all our gifts and helping each other, community build up and supporting each other as well as we remember who we are. So our children are being safe and protected as well, and we let them be who they are rather than change themselves, because many of us had to change and now come back into that remembrance is we are coming back into our childhood memories of what really made our passions, what did we really enjoy, and coming back to those basics is what's happening here, like a big u-turn that we are taking into our lives and the paths and the missions as well. The matrix, as we step out, we connect to the wisdom within ourselves. So think about, like, if we are constantly in being fed with the information, you don't even know what you are becoming, what you want as well, right? Like, growing up, my childhood has always been like, typical Southeast Asian family, like anyone here might understand, is you have always been dictated who you need to, what your next steps are, what college you need to do, what subject you have to pick up, rather than more like, hey, what do you want to become? That's not even a question of existence at our time of growing up. And now, like, asking ourselves, what do I want to become? Of course, it's going to be a little harder because all of a sudden that emphasis is on you, which has never been. So it does take a little time to understand what is my interest, like, where can I have my confidence? Where can I trust myself? So it's rewiring does take a little bit time. We need to have more patience with ourselves. And that's where, like, most of the times we try to ask others what we want, what is for our highest good, even though we know it, we need the validations along the paths of it. Yeah. The callings to hug the trees and be part of the real world is so important, as that reminds us, like, oh, I'm being cared, just like being in that womb space, the warmth of Curly in the fetal position, like, and just knowing that everything is safe, feeling that connection of, like, I don't need to be in the rat race, or I don't need to be chasing, running around for something that's not even for my highest good, and coming back into that stillness. And many times the stillness has always been told it's not good, you need to be, you're a lazy person, or it's not good for you. But in that stillness is the most profound things happen, right? It gets into the irresistance of, like, anxiousness, like being calm, not doing anything. But when you really surrender to that moment is the most powerful times that we get to witness our strengths as well. Yeah. Let me know if this is making sense to you guys. And have you been talking to the plants, the leaves, and animals as well? So, yeah, it'll be curious to know what's happening there for you guys. The wisdom forgotten is coming alive, and the path that Shiva, Babaji, Jesus, Mother Mary walked are paths that are coming through in through the nature's womb. They have all walked in, like, looking at any of the master sages, seers, like, all their stories. Like, I loved autobiographies or connections into, like, what would have happened in those times. If you look at it, they all have been the wanderers, travelers, and mostly connected with the nature, either the deserts, it could be the forest, it could be like being the silence. So we are stopping the outside noises to connect to the inner noises. That was one of the profound things that I felt in, like, when I went to Vipassana 10 days silence retreat last year, that, oh, this is weird, but this is good at the end of it, like, to be by myself without a journal, without a phone, like, without talking to others. There is so much energy that we build up, and sometimes unknowingly we do waste it as into things that are really tiny matters of it. It's not even for our highest good of it. Yeah. Anyone been into a silence retreat, you know it. It's very hard until day 2 or day 3, and then the shift happens that you surrender and you feel the benefits out of it, what's coming up. Yeah. The time is to remind us what is real and active, and what's inviting us more to be grounded and reconnect with ourselves. Yeah. So even like, ask yourself what is real for you, like, what is happening around for you that you need to be asking for yourself. Like, say one of the things is the job market being very volatile. Like, you don't know, like most of my friends keep talking about it, like they step into Mondays or like now even today, Wednesday, they don't know what's happening. Like, is that job still there, not there, stable, not stable? So in that, we are leaching out our energies rather than thinking about what is my plan B, like, what should I set up? What do I really crave of interest onto? Like, what do I want to show up into? What are my inner strengths? And if we can take that energy and build something for ourselves, we are more stronger than ever before. And that is what this whole matrix is being showing in toxicity, is to come out to the light side of it. Yeah, the remembrance of coming through is happening right now, and remembrance is all about knowingness. Like, you have done this many lifetimes, and now consciously doing is a bit challenging, but also knowing that many people around you are doing is the collectiveness. We are inspiring, we are helping, and we are lifting each other. That's the most important thing to be reconnecting with. Yeah. So some of the physical symptoms that we're talking about is less on actual physical body, but more on the emotional status showing up. Is lots of dreams and restless energies, confusions, body activations where you might be feeling tired, fatigued, wanting to rest or sleep longer as well, even though it's not a deep sleep, but you just want to be there. But one thing is to avoid doom scrolling, because in that moment, like most of people that I do see, they just say like, oh, when I'm just resting my phone, I'm just doom scrolling. I don't even know why I'm doing it. So it has become addiction for us again, like that. We call it resting, but actually it's not even resting for us. Maybe even not with a book, just closing your eyes and watching your breath and your patterns. That is where the magic happens. Um, Emotional turbulences, some of these are what's showing up in our energy fields. So do check in if you're resonating with it. Is all to do is, okay, this is happening in a collective, just not me. So let me see, feel into resting deeply as well, how I can do it, what is needs to be done. Maybe just get into the shade. If it is too hot, lay on the grass and just breathe along with the earth. It's such a beautiful experience when you can hug a tree or lay on the grass and feel the pulses of her. Yesterday it was and the day before yesterday, it was such a sunny day, and we got into the shade. And the first thing is like, I want to take my shoes off and feel to the earth's frequency and the grounding, the softness, the grass, the tenderness of it, like how she was pulling in the energies to be there present was so magical to witness it. And I said like, oh, this is exactly what the grounding is about, that we have been missing through our rubber feet all the time, like running, chasing things. To be in that source is so important. Yeah, and that is where a recharge happens. And when that recharge happens, of course we are going to feel fatigue, because that's the energy is recalibrating within ourselves, and resting is needed. Just like I just rebooted my laptop quite a little earlier today, and I had to switch off, not be actively doing anything, and I needed to trust it was doing its thing, and then it was back up on. Yeah, the same for us as well. And asking ourselves, what are your gifts and what is the unique flavors you're carrying within you? This moment of time, that self reflection is so important, so vital as well, that we have forgotten, and we need to keep asking. The more you bug, the more you question, like, that is where the answers are going to come through. It's not like someone else is going to give you a download or something, but you need to have that GPS of like, what am I interested right now? Show me a book, like, show me a sign. The more you ask, the more is being revealed to you at this moment of time. We are part of the earth creation. Be in the flow and let the divine speak within you. The fire horse energy, as the seer is, the fire horse energy is very much stimulating our energies to remind us the seeds we sowed earlier in the year. So when we began the year in Feb, March, it was all about that fire energy transmuting, and riding on a horse was so strong, like towards the direction and everything. And then the energies were all around, like, sometimes we have come out of our vision, and now it's time to go back onto the visions. The guides were talking about, like, what we have sowed the seeds at the time is what you're going to be showing up right now. Like, it could be the flowers, it could be the fruits, like you are really ready to take it in. But remember, what seeds have you sown at the time is so important to feel collectively as well. This is the time to re-begin the faith, believe in yourself, and big shifts are happening within ourselves. It's not about like, globally as well, but they are happening within ourselves. Yeah, yes, emotionally or unexpected things are showing up, but those are the ways that your opportunities of being so strong or like through your strengths are being shown up as well. So be in cater for those parts of the seeds that you're sowing are being flourished right now. So enjoy those parts, and going inwards with self awareness and reflections are the key to the spiritual growth at this moment of time. And there is a lot of collective energy of like, connecting to our spirit guides, guardian angels, guides, whatever we work with, whatever you do connect with, or the source frequency itself. Like, that is so important. That is our inner strength and inner plug-in. Like you're really charging up to the source energy, knowing that you have a particle of God. We are all the creators from the same source, and we have the unique ability of giving our gifts back into the collective as well. Maybe one is very good at collecting the wool or felting, like, other one is very good at like cooking and taking care or the emotional needs. So there are strengths within ourselves, like, you need not be the strong at all of the things, but your unique thing is where you have to identify and bring it out into the light. So that is where the energies for this new moon transmissions were coming up. So it's all about like end point is connect to the nature and remember who you are, what your strengths are. So let me know if this resonated with you guys. Definitely for me, highly resonating with it. Like, and I could see like, how active like the earth is working to keep us in alignment and take care of us. She is the mother, she's the giver, she is also needing to receive healing. So if you're drawn to, like, if you're an energy healer, go back like into the places or some activations where you can give back her the healing as well. Just even placing your face forward onto the grass and just placing your hands onto the grass and just saying, sending you the healing. And as you're doing, you're also receiving in, and she needs that cooperation right now. So I'm just going to be there checking in the messages, emotions. I had some relational conflict yesterday. I'm a Cancer Venus. I've been very fatigued and emotional. Shows feels heavy, tired, and emotional. Yeah. Absolutely. And I was like, interestingly, like as if even we were off the grid, like, the sun was like, oh, yeah, in Seattle, we are not used to so much of sun. And all of a sudden, like I was feeling like after 2 hours of hiking or something, super damn tired that I want to go back into the cabin and sleep. Resting was so coming up as well. Like, yeah, being in the nature, still recalibrating to our system was coming up, and check in with your nervous system as well. If you're feeling like, anxiousness, maybe passion flower is a beautiful herb that you can drink that tea. That will help to calmness. And my go-to is generally cacao or passion flower or mugwort, blue lotus too. So yeah, there are so many plant allies that help us to be in alignment, sync, and stepping out of it quicker, because in that role of it we feel we blame ourselves, but it's important to come out of it as soon as possible, because it's not about our paths, our stories, but it's about identifying what's the strength that I need to gather at this moment of time that I have I'm being shown as I have no control, but I'm sure I do have a control there. Anyone feeling lots of dreams coming, even though you don't remember, and your night sleep is not deep enough? How are you guys feeling? Right, let's move into receiving Reiki. Is anyone absolutely new or first time to Reiki? If your first time to Reiki, all you will be experiencing is when you're receiving in tingle sensations or pins and needles, or tummy grumbling, twitches. So that's a beautiful senses and awareness through our physical body as energy is being drawn in, energy is moving within our bodies as we are made of energy. And you might notice your palms getting warmer as well, or slight headaches afterwards. So make sure you drink plenty of water, but shake your energies off. Like, do tapping, do like, rebounder or bounce back. So you are shifting those energies. And if you have any physical inflammation, illness, discomfort, you might notice they are easing off as well. Because many times, like, majority of the times, I would say, is like most of our physical illness is coming from the emotions. And when those emotions are being watched and worked on, you would notice that the deep inside, our body is recovering very well as well. Yeah. So that's another part of it. Very tiny percentage of people don't feel anything as well, but doesn't mean that it's not working. Sleep is very broken, not deep enough. I'm new here, but I have also been developing my Reiki healing both for myself and to offer others. Yeah, absolutely, Ria. I love Reiki, and this is my best companion for past 16 years. Yeah, not a single day went by other than when I was in Vipassana, without doing self healing of Reiki. And sometimes I wonder, like, where there is a doubt, like, is that really helping? And the next moment I feel is like, yes, of course. If not, it would have been definitely in much more weird state of being. Yeah, sometimes we do question it, even though things that are logical when nothing is working, because we are so programmed again, fast track, fast proofs, like, right, everything it needs a science validation, everything is needing immediate solution to believe us in. But deep inside, when we close our eyes, we just know things are working, because again, logically, it's energy that's moving us. So please do give your yeses in the comments, and we'll get started with receiving Reiki. I'll be tuning in to each of the chakras, and if you feel you're lost with your mind thoughts or anything, come back to your breath, and wherever the hand positions, or like, wherever I would have said about a chakra energy vortex point, just bring your focus there and see what's coming up for you. Yeah. And please say yes in the comments so we do this together. And let me know if you can hear the music, if it is good. And energy goes to wherever your intentions are, or even setting yourself the highest good. Um, but sometimes when we really put out, like, new moon frequency is all about, like, new projects, new ways of thinking, new ways of showing up in our lives. If you want the energy to go in those areas, like, state that out for yourself and let the healing go. All right, so all you need to do is close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, breathing in and out. Try not to be distracted with anything outside or the notifications. And give yourself the permission to go inwards by closing your eyes, settling in, either sitting down or lying, relaxing your shoulders, your belly, your feet, breathing in and out. Calling in the Reiki energy, the guides to assist in this healing. Dr. Vikas, angels, Archangel Michael, assist in this healing. And let this healing go for the highest good through all the energy vortexes, to your field field clearing up, bringing in, inviting in the clarity, the strength. Now feel this energy building up at your crown. And notice that beautiful purple color opening, activating, receiving, and releasing anything that's not serving for your highest good. Receiving the Reiki energy at your crown. And just watching your breath as you open up your crown center, the connection to the source, the connection to remembrance of your gifts becomes easier. Your psychic gifts, seeing the blueprint of your life. Notice that beautiful 1,000 petal lotus opening at your crown. And gently drawing your awareness into your third eye. Beautiful indigo light opening, expanding your third eye with intuition, with your clear senses, the gifts of knowing, feeling, connecting, cleansing, clearing this energy center to see, feel, receive information for your highest good. Take a nice, deep, relaxing breath as you receive this Reiki in your third eye. And gently becoming aware of your throat center. Visualize this beautiful blue color spinning, activating, receiving Reiki energy to your throat. To speak your truth, to share your experience, to share your feelings, emotions, becoming easier. Take a nice deep. Nice deep breath, feeling this energy center moving, expanding, and letting this Reiki energy move through your shoulders, cleansing, clearing any tightness, tension on your shoulders, to your hands, elbows, wrist, palms. Now becoming aware of your heart center. Feel into this beautiful, magical green color, opening, expanding this vortex to receive more love from the source connection, from the nature, from the elementals, cleansing, clearing anything that's holding you back. Connect into your sacred heart. Taking nice deep breaths. Staying in flow with your heart center. Gently moving that energy awareness into your solar plexus, upper belly, and visualize this beautiful yellow light spinning. Cleansing, clearing the emotions, reconnecting with your inner child, with your strengths, with your power center. And gently moving that energy awareness into your lower belly, sacral, and visualize the orange color spinning, activating, opening your womb center of wisdom, creation, giving yourself the permission to give birth to new ideas, cleansing, clearing this energy center. Take a nice deep breath into your sacral. Giving yourself the permission to release anything that's not serving for your highest good. Gently draw that awareness down into your root chakra, the base of your spine, and visualize the red color spinning, opening, activating your strands, cleansing, clearing your limiting beliefs, holding strong with your foundations of your knowingness, trusting yourself. Take a nice deep breath. Now receiving the Reiki into your spine, cleansing, clearing any discomforts. And now visualize this energy moving down through your hips, into your thighs, into your knees, cleansing, clearing. Lower legs, shin, calf muscles, into your ankles, feet, toes, and visualize your feet grounded, connected to Mother Earth. Notice this energy of Reiki filling up all your auric field, cleansing, clearing. Showing you the strengths and the ideas, recalibrating your energy levels. And gently bringing your palms onto your heart center, sending this overflow of love, healing to your loved ones, to the Mother Earth, to your pets, animals, to your higher self, reconnecting, strengthening up, to flow in with the ideas on next steps. And thanking the Reiki energy for its flow and all the beautiful guides assisting you at this moment of time. The deep gratitude, bringing your palms together, warming up, and placing it over your eyes. Taking nice 3 deep breaths, breathing in and out. Another deep breath. Gently wiggling your toes, your fingers coming back. And thanking the Reiki energy for its transmission. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes, stretch, and make a note of what you felt, where you felt the most as you wiggle your toes, your legs, your shoulders, and gently coming back with a smile. And drink some water to readjust and ground. It's important to take some water and come back. Welcome back, everyone. Sometimes these healings can be very deep, very powerful, but also a gentle reminder to come back because that moment of remembrance, that moment of the transmissions that you received in, capture them in your journal. So you feel that energy of like, oh, let's do the micro actions right now. It's so important. Let me know in the comments how you're doing and where did you feel the most? I felt the most in the throat and while giving in the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. Did anyone feel that? It's always fascinating how much we feel in the collective, right? Quite sharp pains moving from solar to sacral. When I breathe in, could be the emotions shifting up. Because in the solar plexus, we do hold the emotions from our inner child, wounds, our sufferings, anxiety, to remember those painful things from other lifetimes too. And when we are ready to release, that are being shifted, and there could be uncomfort. Some people do feel into like tummy grumbling constantly and movement needed as well, but it is so strong, it's so needed as well. Felt it in my throat and solar for sure. I love that. Isn't it amazing? Like in the collective, like we all can feel each other, sense each other, and hold the space equally. It was amazing. I could feel tingle sensations in the crown and head. Hmm. And take charge of that energy when it's in the crown, in the head, for new ideas coming through. And it's so important to anchor those new ideas, saying, yes, I got this, I can do this. And that is where we shift in, like, the turnaround comes in. I felt a lot in the crown, throat, sacral, also very strong from hips down to knees. Yeah, knees, I did feel in the collective a lot. I was there for a while, cleansing, clearing that knees. Knees hold a lot of fear, fear to move forward, especially when the new ideas do come in. We hold up, like, no, I can't do it. This is so hard. I'm on my own. How is this possible? And we doubt ourselves, and there is a lot of anger, resentment comes in to what has happened in the past to us, and those remembrance of so important to move that. Yeah, even gentle tapping on your knees is helps in movement of it. Yeah, if you look at, like, yoga, tai chi, qigong, they all say bend your knees for the flow of energy, not be stiff, right? Felt it in my shoulders, crown and heart as always, as well as legs randomly moving, twitching. That's beautiful. High peace, a lot more in the right knee. Right is all about moving forward, the masculine energy, the moving forward, and self reflection is so important at this time. Why am I not moving forward? What's holding me back? Where do I need to release myself? That helps in, like, even asking ourselves a question, even if you don't receive the answer might be in the body codes, and you're gently releasing it when the time is right. But when you keep questioning, the flow becomes so easier rather than accepting, that this is meant to be this way, that's it. Like, nah, it's more than that. We have limited ourselves for many lifetimes, but it's about time that we really grow. Thank you so much, Chetna, for your donation. Deep gratitude. All right, let me pick the cards, the secret language of manifestation, and see what comes up. And let me know how you guys are feeling. Lighter, more energy, more clarity. Definitely, I feel like every time after Reiki session is like as if everything is so bright, more clear scope comes in. Even out of 10 things I would write, I'll take one action. So, which is nice rather than none. Okay, visionary, seeing the path of most relevance, 25, number 7. Here we can see the beauty there. So with that is, I see there is a guide with the snake serpent energy and the mountains and the moon and the beautiful birds and under civilization. So it's like the visionary, exactly what we talked about. A part of it is like, yeah, what you sow is now you're going back and checking. It's about time those are coming true. And a lot of the things that we have been told to overrule, not to believe, is into our fantasy or the fictional characters of things that we have built in to not believe in. But now it's so important. That is where our truth lies in. Just going to read a couple of things from the book. Seeing the path of most relevance. To have a vision is to dream big and know it is possible. No, not everyone will share your views, so keep it to yourself until you are unquestionably confident, for certainty is your faith. Activating your imagination will open your mind and heart to your greatest potential. Just take 10 minutes a day to play and daydream. Try this exercise. Imagine you're a character in an adventure movie. What would be your story? Write or draw a one page of outline of your movie script. And if you get stuck, think about the movies or stories that have impacted you. Be your own hero or heroine. Cultivate a visionary mindset by nurturing your curiosity about the world. Open your mind to new ideas and practice big picture thinking. The details will fill in over time. For the moment, expand your desires and allow the space for you to grow into. Question assumptions, especially the ones in your mind, and believe that you have the power to sculpt the future. So here is a card. Hope that resonates. I love this. And also know that there is whole civilization underneath the water, right? The water holds a memory. Water holds a code. So when you drink your water, ask for blessing and healing, and you'll notice the transformations coming through. What is the number? The number on the card is 25, 7. Cold water on your face, yes, absolutely. Or cold plunges, isn't it? Yeah, 7 is magic. And especially with the 7-7 portal that we've stepped into and coming into the Lionsgate portal. So this month is so important for us to go through these transformations and the changes as well. So bring it on, right? If anyone is drawn to making energy exchange, please do make those donations. That helps us to be here more often and share these energy space. And yeah, you can also listen to those meditations and the podcast. Life is magical, and leave a comment how it helped you or what you liked about it. So I do have the next one tomorrow morning, Akashic Records Journey into it, and we'll also take you there with some journal prompts so we can really understand the big picture of our life and holding it up. Yeah. What is that we are here? What is that we are creating into? So it's so important to be a reminder of our own truth, of our reality that we are putting into. My jaw is tense, clenched, still. Yeah, opening up your jaws, like, sometimes when we don't speak our truth, we hold very tightness in our jaws, even gently massaging in and tapping in your raw throat and opening your lymph nodes. That really helps in. And my favorite exercise is to do the humming, closing your mouth, and you can close your ears and as you do that, this loosens up. So ask yourself, what is that you're holding back from speaking up? It could be for showing up your truth as well. So that really helps in moving that energy. How is everyone feeling? You're nearly time. Hope that was helpful, reconnecting, and remember to hold your strands. Electric, I love that word. Because my meditations with Dr. Joe Dispenza is all the body electric I do is so profound with the energies that we move through. So yeah, if you could take the action to connect more to the nature, it's so important. And ground, journal, do things that excite you, and take a good care of your physical body too by plenty of water, replenishing things, and journal. Mhm. Until we see you tomorrow morning, take good care. And thank you so much. Thank you, guides. Loka samasta sekino bhavantu. Loka samasta sekino bhavantu. Loka samasta sekino bhavantu. May the world be in peace and may you shine your brightest light. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Take care.